Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of OSCE Talk. Today we're going to be covering how to counsel a patient on migraine. We've already covered a headache history in detail, so go back and watch that episode. It is important that you do take a good headache history just to make sure that you don't miss out on any red flags of a headache and just to be sure that it is a migraine. But how this would typically present, it will be a unilateral headache and it'll be a throbbing, very, very painful headache. This can present with aura or without aura. Aura is usually a change to vision, change to smell, or maybe feeling very sick before the headache comes on. The headache will then come on and be very severe in nature. It often makes people classically want to go into a darkened room and lie down.
Like Peter was saying, other things that are important to pick up on the history, just specific to migraine, is just to see what sort of triggers patients might know what sort of triggers their migraine. Often these are common things: alcohol, chocolate, and caffeine. Sometimes these can be sort of more unclear: stress, lack of sleep, things like that. It's important to pick those up in the history. Other things are that they might have had a history themselves or a family history of recurrent headaches, and that'll again sort of point you towards the diagnosis of migraine. And the other thing then is taking a good drug history. There's a number of medications that can cause headache, obviously by increasing blood supply and dilating the blood vessels in the brain, just causing irritation. So the big things that people would say that they have headache with would be like GTN spray, started for people with angina or post-MI. Again, people with high blood pressure started on calcium channel blockers like amlodipine will get quite significant headaches. Beta blockers can cause headache and things like that. And then obviously the other thing is just to check that they're not on the combined oral contraceptive pill, because actually headache, migraine with aura specifically, is actually a contraindication to being on it, just due to that sort of possible of that increased risk of stroke with it. Everything else really we covered in that migraine and headache episode, and all the differential diagnosis of headache. The migraine can come on and then last for a number of days, and there are migraines that last longer than sort of a week or so. So it's not just a headache that has to come on for a few hours and go away, and they can present quite atypically. So just using our normal structure, we're going to say that migraine is normally caused by a change in blood supply to the brain. So normally these vessels sit around the brain and they don't cause any issues. But with migraine, sometimes due to the blood vessels actually just getting a little bit bigger, that can irritate the surface of the brain and cause headache, along with changes in the chemicals that are being released from the brain. It's not always exactly clear what causes them, but we know that, they can go on for a number of days, and that's something just to counsel the patient on. We'll need to think about then the triggers for that patient specifically. Have they been having poor sleep recently? Have they changed their diet? Have they had very stressful times? And then thinking about the medications. And is there any history of this in the family? Obviously, for most patients, you can link this easily to, the problem with these being is that they are very disabling for patients. They can cause people to have to lie down for days at a time. And once they sort of get going, these headaches, they can be quite hard to actually treat and manage with pain relief. Then you can also mention that unfortunately with migraine with aura specifically, there is that sort of theoretical risk of stroke, and especially with contraceptive pills, there is that risk of stroke. Then we'll talk about our management. So as always, we're going to talk about our conservative basic management, and then we'll talk about our medical management. Our conservative management is going to be just avoiding those triggers. Like we mentioned, trying to cut down on alcohol, things like that, trying not to eat close to bed, and trying to sort of manage stress levels at work. Then simple analgesia really is one of the main management options. So ibuprofen, paracetamol, even topical ibuprofen on the neck or on the jaw if they feel like that's exaggerating their headache. For females, the progesterone-only pill can help with migraine. So the COCP obviously is contraindicated with migraine with aura, but actually the POP can help to settle down migraine. Other sort of slightly more specialist medications, but can still be prescribed in sort of primary care. That'll be things like the triptan medications. These are medications that you take just before you have the headache, usually about an hour as you sort of get that sensation that this migraine's coming on. You would take those and they actually help to settle things down quickly. Examples would be like sumatriptan would be commonly used. Other medications that can then be started, sort of less used now, but things like propranolol can help to sort of stop the headaches coming on. Onward from there, if migraines aren't being managed with those treatments, we then might need to think about specialty referral. That could be onto things like a headache clinic. Unfortunately, just practically, the waits for these clinics can be quite long, so it's important to sort of maximize all the things that we can do initially. And in sort of specialty referral, they might think about either injections into the neck, and there's anti-CGRP medications, which are again sort of monoclonal antibodies for headaches. These are all things that unfortunately can be quite a long wait. Then I think it's important just to safety net them. A headache that's getting worse and not being relieved, if they're having vomiting, if they're feeling parts of their body are weak, if they've got a temperature, any signs that this could be either infectious cause, a headache that comes on all of a sudden, or just a headache that's different to their normal one. that they're worried about, that it wouldn't be, an issue, I think, about coming into A&E or seeing their GP urgently about that. And then again, just giving them a leaflet with the NHS website and how to manage headache and migraine.
Brilliant, Matthew. That was really well done. Thank you.
Grant, thank you.